New tonight, we remember the heroic efforts by the staff at UofL Hospital, now nearly 1 year after the mass shooting rocked our city to its core.
That shooting happening on April 10th, of course, and we're looking back at the moment that a Louisville doctor captured the nation's attention, calling on policymakers to address gun violence. Senior reporter Isaiah Kim Martinez and photojournalist Jessica Farley sit down one-on-one with Dr. Jason Smith.
There's still times when you think about it, you cry every once in a while. Still to this day.
They say time gives you perspective.
It's easier now than it was then.
Though the impact of April 10th, 2023 is forever etched into Dr. Jason Smith's memory.
It's one of those things that I don't think will ever leave you.
Did April 10th change you?
It did. I think it breaks that fallacy of safety, that it can't happen to us. It can happen to anyone. But I think this was the first time that people felt it. I mean, they really felt it, thinking that it could be them. It was a bank, it was a meeting, it was people they knew.
Looking back nearly a year ago.
And people say I'm tired, but I'll be answered. It's more than tired. I'm weary. There's only so many times you can walk into a room and tell someone they're not coming home tomorrow.
We heard the raw emotion a day after Smith's team performed emergency surgery on victims of the Old National Bank shooting.
We were drained. I think everyone at the hospital was drained. Everyone in the community was drained at the time. You'd spent so much time thinking this couldn't be us, and then suddenly it was us.
As chief medical officer at UofL Health, Smith made a statement capturing the country's attention.
To everyone who helps make policy, both at state, city, federal, I would simply ask you to do something, because doing nothing, which is what we've been doing, is not working.
The words that I say that day are just as true today as they were then. This is going on all over the place. Let's find a way to do something different. Let's find answers for these problems. That call to action hasn't changed.
Now, Smith tells me his team has been more active in meeting with legislators and partnering with local organizations to reduce gun violence.
That's my part in preventing this from happening again.
But through tragedy, there have been moments to celebrate.
He was our last patient to leave the hospital.
Metro Police Officer Nicholas Wilt, shot in the head while bravely rushing to the scene, released from Frazier Rehab in July.
That's where you take your solace.
Giving a thumbs up as he headed home.
It's seeing him progress. It's seeing the smiles that he puts out on social media. That makes it worth it. I mean, and to see the folks that we operated on that made it through that day, back to their lives and back to working and enjoying their families, that's why we do what we do.
Dr. Smith believes the shooting has moved Kentucky lawmakers to talk across political lines more than ever before, though he says he's not sure if they've accomplished anything yet. He called the effort so far baby steps, but says at least folks are at the table saying they do want to help. Doug?
Isaiah, thank you very much. And as a footnote now, there is a bipartisan bill in Frankfort that would make it easier to temporarily remove guns from people in crisis. But it hasn't seen any progress in Frankfort since the start of March and has now run out of time to pass.